Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome to it. Great to have you with us. Kind of an unusual Monday. Jeffy joins us because, thank you for being here, Jeffy. I got to leave at 6:30 for a short time to go to a doctor's appointment. Hopefully get injections and stuff in my back. It is flared up again like maybe never before. It's been a fun 10 days. Really has.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not good.
No, it's not good. It's not good. So I got a doctor's appointment. Then I'm coming right back.
Because you can always get in and out.
In and out.
I mean,
and my doctor,
who doesn't go in and out?
I do with my doctor. You know? Yeah, so, the pain management place, they're really good about it.
Yeah,
so
we'll
see. The doctor's appointment is, 15 minutes away without traffic.
Right.
You're good.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and that's something I didn't consider when I initially thought of this, because I never travel drive time because we're here.
And we do have reports of ice in the area, not in the immediate area, just on the fringes of Metro Dallas. So be careful out there, Pat.
There's none yet. Fine. It's not raining here yet. So, but man, is it cold. 27 degrees feels like 17 in the Metroplex.
My weather alert on my phone said 14.
It said 14?
Yeah, it feels like 14.
Did it? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's lying. I don't know who it is, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. Lying sacks. Okay, so we finally got the body cam footage of the Paul Pelosi situation.
Yeah.
Anything to it, you think? It looked like it sort of backed up everything they said. Didn't look nefarious at all. Neither of them were in their Well, Paul Pelosi was scantily clad, I guess.
He had his shirt on with his underwear.
Right.
But he was home sleeping in the middle of the night.
But DePap did not have his underwear on.
No.
He probably had underwear, but it was underclothing.
That's a good distinction.
We don't know that, though.
Yeah, we don't know that.
We don't know that.
He could have been going commando. I don't know. I don't want to know, frankly. We didn't see it, though, so that's good. And then when they opened up the door, do we actually have the footage of that? No?
Yeah.
Yes?
We do.
When they opened up the door, well, take a look and see what you think.
How you doing?
Okay, so they're pulling up.
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Hi. He looks really scared.
Hey.
So Paul,
what's going on?
I'm not getting an answer.
Okay.
I know.
There it is. I mean, it's weird, but
Can we go back to the opening of the door, Kayla?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because and just pause it right here. Pause it right. Hang on, a little bit more to the. Pause it right there. See how he's got something in his left hand. Paul does.
He's got his glass of water.
Is that a glass of water?
His drink.
His drink. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting that you would have a drink.
But they're clearly fighting over the hammer right here.
Okay. Now stop it. Okay, now go back to the door opening, Kayla. Because I'm with you, Pat. Your initial response, it doesn't seem like anything nefarious. I do have some questions, though. I would like to know how the door opens if his hands are full. And I'm not insinuating there's a third person, as some people on the internet are. I'm just trying to figure out how the door opened. That's pretty...
that is weird. I don't know.
If you got your hand on the hammer and a hand holding a cup... Oh, gosh, I don't want to see that again.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, it just swung open, right? I mean, when they opened it, they swung it open.
I guess, but both of them had something in their hands.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of...
Right? DePap and Paul Pelosi were fighting over the hammer, and it looks like he opened it with his right hand.
Now, it could be that the handle on the door, which I should probably replace since, my dog always opens it, it's kind of long, so you could just kind of hit it real quick like
Push
that.
Push it down.
Yeah. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Maybe. But I don't think there's anything there, really, to sink your teeth.
And we have the back door. Can we play that video, please?
Okay.
We've got that of where DePap is using the hammer. And a lot of people were like, how's the glass broken on the outside? Well, obviously he's pulling the hammer back through.
That's some great glass they've got there, I'll tell you that, though. Because he beats the crap out of that glass before it breaks. Tries to get in the door, can't, starts banging on it.
Yeah, he's It's an effort.
I mean, yeah,
It's
it's a big
real
time effort.
Effort to get that broken.
Boy, you think security might have heard that if there was
That's the
any
whole
around?
thing. What are we doing with security?
Okay, now before we get into the whole security thing, can we just, and there's the glass flying up in the shot there. You see, okay, now go back. No, not yet. Hold on. Just, you see how he set his stuff down on the video?
Yeah.
On the video
Both
there?
his bags
And maybe
there.
it's just a case of, it's just a nighttime and I can't get my bearings here. But it looks like it's flat there. You see what I'm saying? Again, I think it's just a night and day thing. But then the overhead during the day shot, it shows steps. And a lot of people are pointing out, hey, where are the steps? So there is a substantial amount of people who are not satisfied with this official story.
Yeah, you're going to have that every time.
Yeah.
You're just going to have that all
about
the time now.
But the steps, right? So the steps don't show up on the. Go back to the video now. It looks like it just goes out.
All right, I see what
straight
you're saying.
out. You see?
Yep.
And
the way he walks
it is
up
curious.
to it. The way he walks up to it when he comes up to it is curious.
Okay, so
very strange.
And the footage, by the way, the camera, and I don't.
But
think
he's stepping up there, right? It looks like he's stepping up there. Yeah, he is.
Okay, so is that down on the ground then, beyond the 3 steps then? Okay. The camera time, the times on the camera, I don't think are a big deal, but they are off from the police.
But the whole they were at a gay bar and came home together.
Right.
No, I don't think so. There seems to be no evidence of that whatsoever. And so, it also doesn't look like anything nefarious happened. It looks like it took place. We couldn't imagine how it took place like that, but now we see it.
And I don't know if you want to sit through the 911 call. How long is that video, gentlemen? What I don't know. Clips 3 minutes long. I think that really kind of seals the deal that Paul Pelosi, he didn't.
Was telling the truth?
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, because remember, the way it was originally written up was that it sounded like he wasn't the one that was quoted or something backwards on the story early on. But, I mean, it's compelling audio if you want to take a listen to this. The initial,
well, I'm more concerned about, there's nothing there really with 9/11 call either, is there? It just kind of backs up what was said. Is there any surprise there?
Right.
Yeah.
There's no surprises, right?
No, I would say that when you have someone, I'm going to imagine someone in your house, maybe you don't want to say certain things, and that's where the dispatcher is trained to pick up on those clues and therefore sent the police.
Yep. And he says, DePape says he knew the police were coming, but he wasn't going to surrender because the founding fathers didn't surrender and all that kind of garbage.
Right.
Dude, you're not a founding father. Okay, this is not what they did, and it is not what you should be doing. In fact, it hurts us more than anything else you could possibly do.
This guy's just crazy.
He's nuts.
Oh, yeah, he's just out of his mind.
Absolutely nuts.
And there's a report that he called a TV station in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And went off on his, big rant again.
Yeah, what he said was, you're welcome, America, for what he did. Yeah, nobody's thanking you, douche.
No one.
Nobody's
No one
thanking
is
you
thanking
for this. He said, freedom and liberty isn't dying. It's being killed systematically and deliberately. The people killing it have names and addresses. So I got their names and addresses so I could pay them a little visit, have a heart-to-heart chat about their bad behavior. No, we don't need this. We don't need that. Really bad. I mean, really, dude, please get some help. He's going to be doing time now. It's a little late for getting the help. But he also said that he messed up quite badly. He should have gotten more of them. I'm looking for that exact quote, but can't find it. So he's nuts. He's just nuts. And I guess he knew he was going to get punished for doing this.
Why would they wait so long to release something that
don't know
would appear to make the case of the Pelosi's?
Yeah, it's weird. So maybe so that conspiracy theories would crop up, and then they could slap them down and say, "See,
possible."
Could be doing
it takes a while to generate believable CGI. Am I right? Just kidding. No, but now you can see why DePape's attorney didn't want his video released.
Yeah, it looks really bad for him.
Yeah, let's go ahead and keep that one.
He definitely he took a huge swing and hit him in the head with a hammer.
When you see Paul laying there, that's if I don't necessarily want to see that now, and I'm not related to Paul. I can understand why maybe the family members didn't want to see their dad or their husband getting clubbed like that and laying on the floor.
He's a sturdy 82-year-old man,
doubt.
I'll tell you that. Not a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people who wouldn't have survived that. Jeez, that was ugly. But the other thing is, the one, sort of, kind of the controversial part of this is where was security?
Boy, no kidding.
This is the Speaker of the House where they live, and you're not. I mean, even though the Speaker's not there, you still protect the House, right?
Supposed to, right?
Don't
they were
you?
supposed to have security.
Should have security on hand. I mean, Glenn Beck has security on hand. The Speaker of the House doesn't.
That guy was able to walk up to the house. That one video of him breaking in is
It's incredible.
5, 6, 7 minutes?
Yeah, he's beating the crap out of it.
Walking around the house.
There's nobody there. Nobody's there. If they're there, they're sound asleep and they're not paying attention to anything. I don't know if they've got like a, sometimes you have an extra little house, like a guest house where the security would stay. I don't know if that's the case, and they're just not monitoring things.
I don't think so. I think they said that, but I think they had said that they had security in vehicles. They were supposed to anyway.
That were there?
Supposed to.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think. Somebody should have been there long before that. Yeah, really. I mean, bad security. Yeah. If they did have security,
and they had the Capitol Police security, right? They had the cameras where the guy was off smoking a cigarette, going on a break,
and you didn't call somebody quicker,
right?
Than this. I mean, obviously they weren't paying attention. Just not paying attention. Which is,
that's a big problem.
Great. It is a big problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't care if we agree with Nancy Pelosi or not. She needs security.
What's the security like right now at Kevin McCarthy's house, I wonder?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Better work on that.
Yeah, they better. They better, because this goes both ways. And they'll act like, this is only a right-wing nut job thing. How about the big shooting at the Republicans' baseball practice? How about that?
I mean,
where they tried to kill about 1/10 of the Republicans in office.
Okay, so this was supposed to be a big right-wing MAGA beating of the Pelosi's, right? I mean, where the guy lived, he had a pride flag and a BLM flag. And that doesn't
that's right.
scream MAGA.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. He screamed MAGA in some of the interviews and things, but I mean, he sounded like just a right-wing lunatic. But you're right. He had all the signs of, being at least friendly toward BLM, which not a lot of conservatives necessarily are, since they're a Marxist organization. That tends to put you off the BLM a little bit. Yeah, just a bit.
Tends to put you off.
Yeah, puts me off a little bit.
Well said.
Let me tell you about you being a hero. Not you two, but
what?
Okay.
Yeah, our audience. The donations you're giving to the good work of preborn saves lives. Right now, these babies are taking their first breath. Your impact reached eternity, and we've only just begun. Why? Because babies need our help. Overturning Roe v. Wade only made them more ravenous for the blood of the innocent. Man, is that ever the truth? So now we need to be more ravenous to save them. Thanks to Preborn Pregnancy Network, we can do that. For just $28, you can introduce at-risk mothers, at-risk babies, to their mother, and the mother to their baby, more importantly. The cost of a dinner, that's about it, to save a life. Once she sees that precious life and hears that little heartbeat on an ultrasound, she's twice as likely to choose life. And because of you, she can. Preborn has rescued over 200,000 babies from abortion, and every day their clinics save 150 babies. You can be a hero by giving a baby life. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat. That's preborn.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, good news. The FBI is still asking Americans for their help in identifying hundreds of individuals connected to the January 6th Capitol riot.
Get off it.
They still, it's 2 years later, and they're still trying to get people who went into that Capitol building and virtually did nothing. Literally, in many cases, did nothing. They walked around. So what?
Let's wrap
it's
this
the
thing up.
people's house. Get over it. Let's move on.
Anybody know where
Please.
Ray Epps is currently?
They don't care about Ray Epps
sure
in
don't.
any way, shape, or form. And it's bizarre. It's really bizarre. But they've already arrested 950 people in almost all 50 states and Washington, D.C. And they're looking for more. You know, we talked about, I met that really nice couple on Christmas Eve, or the eve of Christmas Eve, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And we talked for a while, and they had gone to the Capitol building. And they said unfortunately, we didn't use their names because obviously they're still in danger.
And they're a couple from Caribou, Maine, correct?
That's exactly where they came from, Caribou, Maine. It's weird that you remembered that, Keith.
I'm trying to help out the FBI.
And we happened to go to a Sam's Club in, I think we were in Mesquite, Texas.
Mesquite, Texas.
Yeah, Mesquite.
Okay.
That's quite a ways to go from Caribou,
it's a long
Maine,
way
but
from my house,
you got
and from
membership.
even longer from theirs.
This family really travels, man.
Well,
but what was I doing in Mesquite? That's at least an hour from my house. But I like their
it's the only place
I
that
like
had
their
eggs.
Sam's Club.
Yeah, it's the only place that had eggs.
That's true too. That is also
By
true.
the way, 100,000 chickens dead in a egg factory fire in Connecticut over the weekend.
Again, another food plant.
Yeah.
Right? How many attacks have there been? I didn't see it in the story. There was a lot. There have been, I don't know, a couple hundred.
Attacks? Don't you mean naturally occurring
disasters?
Fires
Yes.
at food plants?
A lot of spontaneous combustion going on at food plants all over America. Anyway,
back to
January
Caribou,
6th.
Maine.
Caribou, Maine.
Back to Caribou, Maine. So the family I remember their first names. It was Ralph and Wilma.
Really?
Ralph and Wilma?
Yeah. I want to help out the FBI. It was Ralph and Wilma, but I can't remember their last name. But
Caribou, Maine.
Look for a Ralph and Wilma in Caribou, Maine.
Or just stake out the Mesquite Sam's Club.
Because they did say they come from time to time.
I see.
Because again, they've got eggs there. And they couldn't find any between Caribou and Mesquite.
I mean, that's how bad it is now, right?
That's how bad it is. So, congratulations to them.
They should be, though. They should be still a little nervous. It's ridiculous.
They should. Yeah, I mean, come on.
I know.
Are you serious? We're 2 years down the road. Mm-hmm. I think you've gotten anybody who was beating police officers over the head or whatever. Anybody who was really doing violent acts should be arrested.
And I assume have been.
Right. The rest of them, leave them alone. I mean, according to Ralph and Wilma, they estimated 3 million people there. Now, are they police estimators? No, but there were more people than were being reported.
Right.
That's for sure. We know that from our event, where on was it August 28th? 8/28, right?
8/28, yeah.
8/28 in Washington, D.C., we had 500,000 people there.
I thought it was 11,000.
Well, according to CBS, it was 87,000.
87, that's what it was. 87,000. It was awesome.
It had about 87,000 people there.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's just no way to tell.
Yeah.
No way to tell.
In one little section, there might have been 87,000 people, but that's what they do. So I would, who knows? Maybe it was 2 or 3 million people, and just a tiny little fraction of that created any kind of problem at the Capitol building.
One thing's for sure, we can never forget January 6th, as it is the day democracy
almost died.
In fact, there's a lawmaker pushing something there in Pennsylvania to commemorate January 6th every year and make sure the kids never forget this. We're going to have to beat this into their brains.
Good.
Make sure they understand. You don't try to
be kidding me.
Protest your government.
And all we want to do is forget the summer and fall of 2020, right? Where America almost died because there was riot after riot every night for months. and nobody paid any price for that. I mean, many more police officers died. Many more people died. Much more vandalism occurred.
Absolutely.
Fires and overturned vehicles. And you got these people saying now, overturning vehicles, setting things on fire, and breaking windows is not violence. That's not violence.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. I wonder how you'd feel if that was your house.
In the middle of a pandemic when we were told, don't you even look at each other. Never mind the fact they were
Yeah.
big crowds. And
All right, let me take a minute to tell you about Eden Pure. They're having their famous BOGO deal on thunderstorm air purifiers. One listener wrote, "It makes a huge difference in our cat litter box stink. I just wish I waited for the BOGO deal. I need another one." Well, now is that time. BOGO is back. So when you buy one Thunderstorm, you get one free. Buy one, get one free. BOGO. No matter how many you buy, you get an equal amount free. Buy 2, you get 2 free. Buy 5, you get 5 free. Nice. Really great deal. The Thunderstorm will completely eliminate any odor. They're fantastic. Even the worst odors like pet, cigarette smoke, urine, cooking odors.
Hello?
Hello? Cooking odors. I can't do it. I can't do it. Now's the time to order. Eden Pure's buy one, get one free sale is this week only. I mean, they've sold 265,000 of these and countless 5-star reviews. You know it really works. People are buying several for around their home, and they're so easy to deal with. You just open up the box, you take it out, you plug it in, turn it on, and you're there. You don't have to worry about any kind of air filters or any of that stuff. Just go to Eden Pure Deals, EDEN puredeals.com. Use the discount code PAT. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Discount code PAT. Shipping is free.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, good news. Ronna McDaniel was reelected as GOP president despite the fact that nobody wanted her.
Do we even know who she is?
Barely. She's been there for a couple of years now.
She's been there a while.
Sometime. But it's the same old stuff. Hey, we need change. We want change. We want somebody better. We want a real Republican in there. We want a real conservative. We want change. No, they elect the same stinking person.
You're in.
Yep. So we still have her. We have Mitch McConnell still. We want change. We want change. You got Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House. Good golly. It's just the same old stuff with the Republican Party. And then they wonder why we're not married to them, you know?
Well, it does seem that Kevin is, doing a fairly decent job so far.
So far. Yeah,
but,
he is.
I will say that it's also interesting that we've got this strong leadership from Kevin when we don't have the Senate.
Right. Yes.
And
we'll
so
see if that happens.
What can happen?
every time, bro.
Yeah, every single time. Let's see if if Republicans regain the executive and the Senate. I mean, we'll see what kind of work they do then. Then are you going to do the bold things you're doing right now? My guess is no, but we'll see. Well, Surprise me.
Do we think that
we have evidence of them not doing anything?
Because
right?
that's what they did last time.
Yeah.
Do we think the Democrat machine is going to allow the Republicans to control every branch ever again?
We'll see. We'll see. But McDaniel defeated RNC committee woman Harmeet Dillon and
Pillow Guy,
My Pillow CEO, Mike Lindell.
How did he do in the voting?
Awesome.
Do we know? Do we have the percentage?
I think we do.
He got one vote. Him.
That's all right.
Let's see. McDaniel got 111 votes.
Okay.
51 for Dillon.
Okay.
And a whopping 4.
I was pretty close.
For Mike
you
Lindell.
Sure were.
1 for Lee Zeldin, who was not even nominated.
That would have been good.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Lindell got 4 votes. Interesting.
That's awesome.
Really? Is that the best we can do? Is that seriously the Harmeet Dillon and Mike Lindell? That's the best. No wonder Ronna McDaniel wins again. Duh.
It kind of.
Jeez.
It does say a lot.
Yeah, it does. I mean, could we get somebody in there who, I don't know, people know and like and respect and have confidence in?
Who would that be? I mean, really, who would it be? I honestly, I don't know.
I don't know. Zindel would have been pretty good. Lee
Zindel, yeah.
Yeah. Lee would have been better than McDaniel,
And
that's
it would
for
have been
sure.
someone new, right? Fresh, anyway.
Did you just combine Zeldin with Lindell and gave us
Zindel?
Zindel?
Zindel, is that what I called him?
I think we both
That's
did.
awesome. Yeah,
We both did that.
yeah.
That's great.
Harvey
Lee
Dillon.
Zeldin.
Yeah.
Not Zindel.
Close enough.
Zeldin.
Who cares? He only got one vote.
Right. True. You're saying?
Harvey Dillon, I think, would have been a good
Yeah,
one.
better than Rona McDaniel.
for sure. Yeah.
But once again, we're stuck in the past. We're not going anywhere mode. We're just spinning our wheels. So I'm just tired of it.
Yeah.
Really tired of that. More on trivia was right again. The Eagles over the 49ers, by the way.
Yeah.
And the
Crushed them.
Chiefs beat the Bengals.
Ugh.
So
That was a tough game.
Yeah, it was.
23-20.
It was a tough game.
The
wire.
the 49ers were down to their fourth string quarterback,
Yeah.
and even he got hurt. So then they had to go back
Yeah.
to their injured Brock Purdy.
Yeah, they brought Purdy back
Who
up.
literally didn't throw a pass when he came back in.
They
Isn't
couldn't
that something?
throw.
Yeah. So
So
I mean,
They
he
should have
was
just conceded.
he was perfect on the day, Brock Purdy. I mean,
0 for 0?
yeah, 4 for 4. He was 100% completion.
Right before the
just
injury.
like Jim Nantz said, if I told you Brock Purdy would have had no incompletion, started the game and finished the game, would you believe that the 49ers would have lost 31-7? Yeah. Nope.
No.
I mean, even Christian McCaffrey had to come in and play quarterback at one point. The running back.
Didn't McCaffrey play quarterback in high school or something?
At some
so, yeah.
some point.
I think he did. He's a heck of an athlete.
Oh, man.
is.
Really, really good. And that's what I think he's what kicked the 49ers into gear. As soon as they got him, they were unbeatable. What did they win? Was it 12 in a row or something?
Yeah, I think it's 12 in a row.
Till now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's hard to win with your fourth string quarterback or injured third string.
Yep.
That's difficult.
Resilient. I mean, I can't believe they made it that far, considering Mr. Irrelevant was their quarterback for most of the season.
Yeah. They lost Trey Lance at was second game of the year, I think.
Yes.
And then they lost Garoppolo, 13th game. And then it was Brock Purdy. That's tough.
And then they brought in, what's it, Josh?
Josh
Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
Josh Johnson.
Been in the league for 14, 15 seasons. Played
he
on
has?
all these.
That's
Been
awesome.
on, multiple teams. 14 or 15 different teams.
What school did he play for?
I don't even remember.
I have no
Honestly,
idea.
don't remember.
I looked it up yesterday.
Okay.
San Diego.
San Diego State?
I
or
don't think it was.
University of San
I think
Diego?
hold on.
His
Do
career's
they
been
have
amazing,
a football
though.
team? I don't know that the Toreros?
Sure.
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 Yeah,
Shit.
University of San Diego. Yeah.
Holy cow. Wow. They're not even, they're not even the highest division of college football. So the Super Bowl, anyway, will be Eagles and Chiefs, and I'm sure we'll hear plenty from Stu about that because here they go again.
The Toreros. Nice call.
Yeah. Well, they're in the same league in basketball as BYU.
No, you don't have to tell us that. Just act like you just knew on top of your head, bro.
I just knew it on top of my head.
Qualified.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, his career history: Bucks, 49ers, Sacramento Mountain Lions, Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, 49ers, Bengals, Jets, Colts.
So you're saying
Bills.
he's been around?
all? Yeah,
Yeah.
incredible.
Let me tell you about Books. Because Valentine's Day pressure on us, on us guys, it's just insane. There's no pressure on the women. I don't know why. It's just all
why
on
is
us.
that?
It's all on us. That's why I only send flowers, though, from Books, which is short for bouquets. Their farm fresh flowers are so impressive. She's going to throw you a pass for whatever messed you up last week. And here's the thing. They come fresh because they eliminate the middleman here. It's really because they're farm fresh flowers and they're sent directly to you, and they eliminate the middleman. They come and arrive very, very fresh. My wife didn't like getting flowers before because they die so quickly. And she does now because they stay alive for, sometimes weeks. Going to get you 25% off your entire Books purchase with the code PAT, P-A-T. Here's what I love about Books. It's different. The flowers are cut fresh and sourced directly. As I mentioned, go to Books.com, use the promo code PAT to get 25% off. BOUQS.com. Books.com. Promo code
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed. Jeff Fisher here, in for Pat as he gets pulled over by the police.
He's totally going to get pulled over.
And either Dallas.
So, no, can we do the math on this real quick?
That is absolutely happening. He's going to get pulled over.
Okay, so
Anyway.
I checked yesterday. I checked Sunday morning, the distance between his doctor and here. It's 15 minutes without traffic, right? So if he were to go there, turn around, and come back, he'd get here at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
All right. Do you think that doctor's office, generally speaking, pretty prompt, right? They just get on in here.
Well, the joke is that they're not, but there's
is that a joke? I've never
Yes,
experienced that.
Because most doctor's offices in today's world are pretty good.
Oh, okay. Wow, man, I need to
pretty good.
I need to get a list of your doctors. Okay, so let's just say he's in there for how long do you think he's going to be in the waiting room?
3-4 minutes.
Oh, 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, all right.
Maybe
so
5.
Maybe
'Cause
5.
If the appointment's at 45, it gets there at 40. It gets there. We'll say 15-minute drive, right?
No, so I've already done. I've already done that.
He doesn't get pulled over.
Round trip.
We're assuming he doesn't get pulled over.
Okay.
So he gets into the office. He's got to sign in at a minute or two late.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So he's in. Then he has to wait to come and get him.
Okay.
10 minutes.
That's
he's
where
back by 7:30.
That's where I was walking us down. You've got the lady's going to come in, check his blood pressure, do all that stuff, ask him stupid questions. Then the doctor comes in, and so, but he says he's going to be back here by 7:15.
Nah, 7:30.
It's rush hour.
Plus,
So
how
if we
long does
put
it
the
take to
18
write a
minute
ticket?
together along with the 7 minute together,
It's
you got 22
rush hour.
minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
I mean, facts are facts. I don't know why they keep playing.
I'm
that
a
like
gambling man, and I don't think he walks in here before the show's over.
No problem. Piece of cake.
Okay.
Piece of cake. Can we congratulate the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs one more time? I mean, the Eagles crushed the San Francisco 49ers, man.
Yeah, I felt like as NFL fans, we were robbed of a game.
No doubt about that. But I feel like if Philadelphia plays like they did yesterday against Kansas City's going down.
Yes, agree.
Kansas City's going down. It's heartbreaking to see Cincinnati lose last night. I was very disappointed. I thought for sure they were going to win that game. I was
interesting calls down the stretch.
To me. There were some interesting calls,
especially that last run where Mahomes gets shoved out of bounds, and there was a major holding call that didn't get called. Penalty.
I know. I know there were plenty of non-calls. There were plenty of calls.
I mean, there's like a sequence of plays there where you're like, if I'm a Bengals fan, I'm losing my mind on Twitter.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but and the penalty that went up against at the very end that put them in a closer field goal range,
right?
With the the unsportsmanlike or whatever, pushing Mahomes out of bounds in real time. That happened so fast. Yeah. I don't think there was.
Still, man, you gotta know. You gotta know they're gonna protect.
Have to. He's out of bounds, and that's the whole thing, right? I've seen Mahomes. I believe we've talked about it before, where I've seen
he'll cut
Patrick.
Upfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going out of bounds, and then he cuts upfield. That which should be illegal.
I mean, that
should be a penalty
that's
too.
Kenny Pickett right there.
That should be illegal too, because they've made it so that when he steps out of bounds, the world has to stop. So that when it appears like he's going to step out of bounds, you're supposed to pull up and stop. And when he doesn't, now that's against you too. No.
Can we see the fans there celebrating in Philadelphia? They were having a good time afterward.
Absolutely.
They're out in the streets.
Yeah, well,
there.
they shouldn't have put the San Francisco jersey on Rocky, man. And Dr. Jill Biden was there. It was very nice to see her.
First time she's enjoyed herself
with Roger
in
Goodell.
Years. She was laughing, yucking it up.
She was there one of the last games too, right?
Now we actually have another picture of the Bidens. Before she hit the road to head to Philadelphia for the game, she had to break the news to him that he was not allowed to go. There you got that. He was not taking that well.
I saw this as as a caption. The captions were all
the peas running down my leg.
Pudding.
I think he was at Camp David this weekend, probably getting his brain injected or something.
Oh, that's possible.
I really think I saw something that said he was at Camp David, which is weird that she wouldn't.
He never goes there.
Yeah, so But can we show the fans celebrating out in the streets
In
there?
Philadelphia, yeah.
Can we get the after party?
They were having a great time, and they also, like I said, they put the jersey on the Rocky statue, so they should have done that.
I didn't know that.
The San Francisco 49er jersey on the Rocky. You don't do that. Don't be doing that. Here we go.
Oh, no, bro. Oh, bro.
Through the bus stop. Oh, good celebration. I know that they were. I know that they were lubing up the poles.
Yeah, I heard that.
In
We were lubing up the
Philadelphia.
poles.
They were lubing up the poles, so everybody could.
Not climb them?
Oh yeah.
Wait, I don't get it. How does this work with lubing up the
Oh,
poles?
please don't get me started, because I'll continue.
Hashtag lubing up the poles.
Downtown Philly.
Going
Don't.
downtown.
And speaking of football too, I see where the national champion quarterback Stetson Bennett
I know, he got arrested.
here in Dallas,
Public intoxication?
banging on people's doors. Now what? You can't even go looking for your friends anymore in America. I mean, he's banging on people's doors looking for his friends, and he happens to be,
He's a guest here.
under the influence.
He
Doesn't
doesn't-
know where he's at.
Right.
What's going on? I hope that's not something something that's going to be happening quite often for Stetson, because he's got an NFL career to think about. The NFL's not going to want to.
Don't make me look this up, but why was he in Dallas? What's the story on him?
He was looking for a friend of his. That's why
I
he
got
was.
it. But is he?
So he was banging
is
on
he
the
done?
doors.
Is he done with school? Like I don't know. Like because it is a.
I mean, he's 80 years old.
School year.
Of course, he's done with school. He graduated 3 or 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
He was just taking
him
some
and Adrian Martinez.
He was just taking some postgraduate classes to be able to play.
25. Why did I not know that? I knew he was up there, but I didn't realize he was already 25.
I'm sure he's graduated and going on, but I do not know why he was in Dallas. And the stories didn't say why he was here. The stories didn't say who he was looking for. He was just somebody reported a guy banging on doors in this neighborhood. It was Stetson.
That's awesome.
He was under the influence. He got arrested. Posted bond, got out of there. So
Gotcha.
we'll see if his management team speaks up
Now
or not.
So you weren't just watching football when it comes to sports this weekend, right? Like you had other sports that you needed to watch. Am I right?
I did. I watched Djokovic win the Australian Open.
Yeah. I'm so happy for him.
It was awesome. He kicked some butt this weekend.
Bill Gates apparently in the crowd.
I mean, if I could be in the crowd, I'd have been in the crowd too.
I'm just saying, take your vaccine mandates and shove it. That's what that was vindication for him winning that.
Yeah.
But you did see the figure skating, the women's figure skating that featured.
Yeah,
they had the Finnish skater.
The Finnish. That's right. Not the Finnish. The Finns.
The Finns. They
Yes,
had their
Finland.
representative that really broke some barriers. Can we see the
ajatuksen
Look at that.
very
Okay.
first
lapsuuden haaveita ja
trans skater.
Oh, I didn't notice. That's why it's a big deal. Okay. I thought that was just clearly a woman.
Look at that.
sieltä on niin kuin 9 vuotta
That
aikaa.
is-
Siihen 9 vuoteen.
All right, you got this.
You do not
You
see
got
skating
this,
like
bro.
that every day.
Bro, you got it.
Jalalla pysyy
Here we go.
yhdellä jalalla ja sen jälkeen rupeaa
And
uskaltamaan tehdä
here
jotakin
we
siellä.
bro.
The announcers don't cover. The announcers are moving on though.
Yeah,
Niin
get
edelleen,
up.
että sanotaan, että
Do it
aika
again. Get up. Get up.
On ollut, mutta tietysti
No.
korona tuli
So that was
vähän
nice of
viimeksi
the
sitten.
Finnish actual skater to come over and
Eteenpäin
lend a
mennään
helping
ja
hand for the
sama
dude. There we go. Okay, all right.
Slogan on
That is
sellaisena kuin olet.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Now you have on here. I'm pretty sure we've seen something like this.
Oh yeah, I think
before.
we've seen something like this. Yeah, absolutely. We've seen something like this in the past.
Now, this first move coming up is a triple twist Lutz. It's very crucial to it. Well, that's too bad. That'll cost him the goal.
Oh, that's a shame, Scott.
Yes, it's very, very
Oh,
disappointing.
that's a shame.
But he's not letting up. He still looks like he can really. That'll cost him even the bronze.
Really, just for that fall?
Yes, it was just so totally out of control.
But he's gotten up and is continuing on.
Yes, you really have to admire the way this young man is hung in there and really.
Gotta love the old Saturday Night Live.
Sad.
Dana Carvey, Phil Hartman doing Scott Hamilton, and Vern Lundquist.
Congratulations to Avatar too. By the way, The Way of Water became the number 5 highest grossing movie ever worldwide, and now is surfed to number 4. It just passed Star Wars: The Force Awakens with a $2.075 billion.
Oh, did you go see it yet?
I have not. I want to, though.
We know this.
I want to see it.
We know that if you
I'm looking forward to
haven't
seeing it.
seen something,
well,
you will.
films are, yeah, I mean, I'll get to the films. I don't necessarily go to the theater to see them anymore, but I'll get to them as soon as I can. And I don't mind Avatar. It's okay. I mean,
yeah, I think we're the only 2 people in the building that the original Avatar.
Yeah,
were like,
it was
yeah, it's a
all
good
right.
flick.
All right,
What's wrong
I
with
enjoyed it. Plus, I'd rather watch it at the house because it's like 8 hours long. And despite what James Cameron believes, I'd rather pause it and go, get a snack and go to the bathroom, come back and unpause it. I don't want to miss it at the theater and then have to see it again. You're funny,
yeah, right.
James.
Okay.
James is talking about how long it is, but it's, I know, thank you, and he definitely is. But I mean, you look at Way of Water now is going to top Titanic in the coming week or so, and they're going to re-release Titanic as well for Valentine's Day, so it'll get another bump with some sales. But just incredible the amount of money it's made, that's for sure. But it's still it's number 4 all time, but domestically it's only 13th here in the U.S. It's only made $608.5 million. What a loser.
Boy.
$608 million. But, I mean, it's made a lot of money internationally, that's for sure. And just another $2 billion movie for
What's
James
the last
Cameron.
movie you saw in the theater? Jeffy?
I don't remember.
Really?
I remember. Had to have been, I don't know. Well, the Batman, maybe? Had to have been the last Batman movie or... yeah, I think it was. I think it was the last Batman movie. Didn't they do that? Maybe did I go see the Spider-Man, the re-release of the? No, I think the kids went to see that. That had to have been the Batman at the theater.
Cool. That's it.
Yeah, and
no follow up. Just curious.
It's just, I can't remember
because you talked about how you don't go see movies anymore, and I just thought, okay, when's the last one?
I know. I spent a lot of money on apps and for streaming services, and so. I want it to come to my home.
No kidding. That's a fact.
I want it to come to my home.
Seriously, as much as we spend on streaming services, that's where you should watch movies now if you're trying to make up that cost.
Correct.
Just wait.
And I believe that they, that deal that they made the last deal that the movie theaters made with some of the movie companies, where they were still going to send the new releases to the theaters, and movies aren't dead, and really they should have worked a better deal, because if it's not in the top 5, let's say, the top 5 movies, it should be released. I should be able to see it at my house. Just let me buy it and watch it at my house. If it's in the top 5, it can stay at the theaters. They can all stay at the theaters, and people can go see them on the big screen if they want, on the larger screen than I have at my home. But I just should be able to view it. To make me wait months to see a film because you want to get popcorn sales? No. Sorry. No. Okay. No. Sorry. No. Anyway, congratulations. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to Avatar. Happy to be a part of it. Now there's a story that's been sitting here for a while.
Okay, what do you got?
That about the aging.
Okay.
People are aging. Right there, the story right here where it talks about aging can be reversed in mice. Are people next? And then we have new research uncovering methods to prevent DNA breakdown on aging, right? And we know that Bezos and Cuban are investing in the future of anti-aging, and Tony Robbins and Peter Diamandis have their Life Force program. And along with, we just talked about, Djokovic talks about being put in a pressurized egg to enrich his blood oxygen. We have guys, Brady and LeBron spending millions to keep, father time at bay. But then there's a guy by the name of Brian Johnson who is a software entrepreneur. He has more than 30 doctors and health experts monitoring his every bodily function. How much are you willing to do to live forever?
Yeah.
Are you going to live forever? I don't know. This guy is committed to, reverse the aging process.
Yeah, so this isn't just holding it in place. This is reversing. This is Benjamin Button stuff, huh?
Well, that's what he believes, right? Where he wants to turn things around. So he spent several $1 million building a medical suite in his home, and then he spends about $2 million a year. And he wants to have the brain, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, tendons, teeth, skin, hair, bladder, man part, and rectum, darn near killed him, of an 18-year-old.
Okay, hold on a second. All right, so this is the guy who's getting the transplants and stuff, right?
No.
Really?
No, he's not getting transplants.
Wow.
He's just
weird, man.
No. They collectively they have a thing called Project Blueprint, and it just includes guidelines for diet.
Okay.
He has 1,900. It's 1,977 vegan calories a day. Exercises an hour a day, 3 times a week. Dozens of medical procedures.
I've already stopped listening. There's too much exercise going on in that story. Nah. I'm going to get old.
I mean, they claim that he's healthier than most 45-year-olds, and he has reduced his overall biological age by at least 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So he has the heart of a 37-year-old, the skin of a 28-year-old, the lung capacity and fitness of an 18-year-old, and all the markers are tracking have been improving remarkably.
Man, that's an obsession right there.
Well, I mean, do you have the willpower to do it? What are you willing to do?
Well, so let's say that he has added 5 years to his life or whatever. He's back 5 years. How much of that time has he spent used on trying to get younger? You see what I'm saying? Like, has he more than spent up that time in this pursuit to make it even worth it?
Certainly is possible. I mean, he measures daily. He measures weight, body mass index, body fat, waking body temperature, blood glucose. I mean, heart rate temperatures and oxygen while sleeping. Absolutely. So, right. I mean, if you could live longer, you want to live to be 100, but you want to have a life too.
Exactly.
You want to be able to live, right?
Yeah. You could just live longer to just say, hey, I lived longer.
What he's doing helps to get some kind of magic wonder pill for me to live longer.
Yeah, you're all.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
He's a pioneer for you.
And I appreciate it. If these mice die to make me live longer,
right?
Thank you.
And
I
since
appreciate
you're
it. Humans first.
You're 185. I'm using you as an example.
Turned 185.
So what do you want to be? What do you want to feel like?
Oh man,
you want to feel like 170?
I want to have the liver of a 120-year-old.
Unleashed.
No, seriously, welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed. Jeff Fisher, Chewing the Fat, a podcast you should subscribe to, by the way. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Filling in for Pat. He should be back. He had a quick medical appointment, and depending on how long it takes for the police officer to write that ticket and get it to him on the way, hopefully on the way back, because I want him to be able to get there and get the appointment in.
I should have done this when he left. I should
give him the ticket updater.
No, I should see what traffic looks like right now from here.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, let's see.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, it actually isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
So it's 17 minutes going that direction. I wonder what it's like coming back though.
That's fine.
It's fine. Let's see.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's fine. So while Pat's not here, though, before I get to the tweets at Pat Unleashed and hashtag put that in your pipe, this has been sitting on the desk. This bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, DeGare Bear sent us that. Thank you, Pat Head DeGare Bear.
When you say sent us,
sent the show.
Does it say to the show? Because if it says to the show, this bad boy's mine, or ours. I'm sorry.
Ours.
Yeah, ours.
Well, he also sent a gas stove here, as you can see, a little working gas stove. Ow, it's hot. It's hot. It's a gas stove.
Oh.
See that? Because they're gonna get banned. That is. Gotta keep. See that? It's a gas stove. Like that? See, it actually. What? What's so funny? Look, you can see.
I don't want you to burn yourself. Be careful.
But see how it's all blinking in there and stuff?
Yeah, I do. That's because it's cooking, right?
Because it's cooking something.
Yeah.
You should do the. Have you seen the reels and of people doing stuff to the Michael Jackson song? And Demone. Yeah.
No.
You should do that with that gas stove.
I should do
It'd
it
be
with
awesome.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's awesome.
All right. I'll get on that.
Yeah. You don't even have an Instagram, so don't even worry. about
Riley will record it for us and put it on the Pat
Don't
one.
worry about it. We do have some tweets here. That ice skating. I haven't seen anything this graceful since the opening to Wide World of Sports with the agony of defeat.
Wait, you mean this isn't just the image of beauty?
Well, yeah, it has to be, right? It has to be.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. Oh man, that is beautiful.
That's me on the ice.
That is beautiful.
Is what that is. And by the way, I looked at this guy's backstory up.
This guy's
backstory. That guy right there, that wants you to think he's a.
She's the skater. I got it.
She is lovely.
Yeah,
too.
her backstory. What's her backstory?
A farmer, just some farmer guy, and I mean he's been ice skating for. The story said 10 years ago took up ice skating. What took a lesson 10 years ago and then didn't get back on the ice until they started rolling the camera here.
That's a big difference skating out there under the lights. I than skating on the pond out back.
Man, I mean, just Finland. You know, the good thing about that video, though, it's another nation embarrassing themselves besides us in this arena. Thank you, Finland, for taking the heat off of America for a news cycle.
From Rowdy Cookie Owners. So both Keith and Jeffy are fans of Dances with Wolves in Space featuring Jumbo Smurfs. That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, that is. Avatar is.
I don't mind that movie.
I like actually the Jumbo Smurfs. That's funny. I like Dancing with Wolves, the real movie. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
And in fact, I own the DVD package of Dancing with Wolves, and it comes in a 2 DVD pack. The whole movie isn't on one DVD.
Right. Okay.
So I mean,
you have to like stop in the middle of it.
Yeah, go to the second DVD.
What?
And because it's so long.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so long. You can't possibly put, one movie on it.
I think you're missing his point. I don't think he's mocking Dances with Wolves. I think he's...
No,
it seems like you're defending Dances with Wolves when he's mocking our like of Avatar.
I'm just telling you I like Dances with Wolves. Okay? And I bet you I've watched the second DVD of Dances with Wolves, the last half. Well, I know I have watched it more than the first DVD. I love that movie.
I don't understand how the movie didn't fit on one disc.
I've got it. There's another one of the Godfather movies is a 2 DVD set too, where it stops and you have to put in the second DVD on my DVD set. Now I haven't watched a DVD in a long time, but I still have it. I still have them. It's down there underneath the TV in a cabinet.
I have a VCR.
In a drawer in the bedroom. I still have them.
I have a VCR just in case I ever get a hankering to watch the Atlanta Falcons kick their way into a Super Bowl in 1998.
Yeah, I've got...
just in case,
I've got a VHS. I've got a beta machine somewhere in the garage. The thing I don't have is a DAT machine, a DAT machine. I've got some DAT tapes. I just don't have the DAT machines.
Yeah, same here.
I've got a cassette player, CD player, VHS. Yeah, I've got all those. I have not used any of those those are just long gone. Makes no sense why I actually still have them in my garage, because I'm just a hoarder.
Do you have an Ediphone?
Do I have an Ediphone? No, but I have some old cell phones. I don't have an Ediphone, though. The only phone I don't have, I wish I still did. I used to have the old cell phone, one of the original ones that was like the big long box cell phone. Those were awesome. I didn't have the battery one. If you watch the first, there's one movie. We were talking about it the other day. Danny Glover, Mel Gibson. What are those movies?
Lethal Weapon?
Lethal Weapon. The very first Lethal Weapon. He talks on a cell phone that he carries with the big battery
bag
out
phone?
of his trunk. Yeah. I never had to use one of those, but I did use one of those looked like the big giant walkie-talkies that were cell phones.
Those were fun.
Those were awesome.
You remember they used to have to drill the antenna into your car. Not my car.
Yes.
But
If you had a cell phone,
the cell phone antenna, and then there would be that wire that would come in.
my first mother-in-law. Yeah, my first mother-in-law.
He's got a thing.
She worked for Motorola in Chicago for years, and she worked on the first time for what's his face from Egypt, the Shah.
Okay.
Shah of Iran. Iran, yes, Iran. Shah of Iran had Motorola work on a system so that his cars, he drove, in his, he had like 8 cars and when he traveled, and he wanted to be able to talk to them all, and he wanted to be able to talk to car 1 and car 2 and car 3, or talk to them all, and Motorola made that all happen. Think of that. Now think of that in today's world.
It's a CB radio.
Yeah. It's just incredible. I mean, it's a cell phone. I'm calling Bill in car 1. What are we doing? It's just amazing.
It's fun.
We've come so far.
Yeah.
We really have. And yet we're trying to hang on to a little bit of the past. And I think it's time to let it go.
Wait. Let the bag phone go?
I think it's time to let it go.
All right, y'all heard it here first. Jeff Fisher telling y'all to let your bag phone go.
Yeah, it's time to let it go. From over it, that photo of Jill and Joe.
Yeah.
Is Jill telling Joe, stop picking weeds and giving them to me? You're not 5, Joe. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, look at he's sad. You made the commander in chief with his shad face.
Oh no! And I will say that
that is pathetic.
That's a nice tablecloth skirt dress.
Oh yeah.
Jill is wearing. It's beautiful. But
she's worn that before with the lemons.
I feel like she has.
Yeah, I've seen the lemons.
I feel like
before.
she's done that one.
Isn't
before.
that lemons or is that flowers or whatever the hell it is? I've seen it and I hate it. The end. Ugh. Who dresses her?
It's Jill Biden. It's beautiful. That's Dr. Jill Biden.
Doctor. Sorry,
Dr. Jill Biden, right there.
I mean, she's no more of a doctor than the guy down the hall here, Glenn Beck. I'd like to point out.
Glenn is a doctor.
That's what I'm saying.
Doctor of Humanities. I think Jill actually did.
She wrote some weird, stupid.
Yeah,
she
got
paper
a thesis, right? She wrote a thesis.
Yeah, it's on like a 5th grade level. They ran it through a little computer.
Yeah, just so she could get it, though, right? I mean, that was the deal behind it. Like she was close and didn't go back and get it, so she went back to get it, and they just said,
who needs to go back and get it when you're marrying a politician?
Well, you got to be able to be called doctor.
That's what I'm saying. It worked out for her.
It did work out well
and
for
now,
her.
The next thing you know, she's watching the worst NFL game of the year from a luxury suite with the commissioner of the league.
That's pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. Pretty sweet. I'll say Roger, never calls me.
Why not?
Because he knows I want his job.
Oh, see, he feels a threat.
He knows I want his job. And I will take
the Pope never calls you either.
No, he doesn't like me at all. And the guy that beat me the first time around is dead.
Yeah, so hold on. And what does that tell you? Don't mess with Jeff Fisher. Don't get in his way. No, you don't want to stand in front of a Jeff Fisher. Hey, so if you could be Pope or NFL commissioner, which would you choose? You had to pick one.
You got to go with the NFL commish, I think. I know that being Pope puts you, next to God. That's a pretty good.
That's what I hear.
A lot of people say Roger is next to God. Roger certainly believes that, but not for real, right? Pope is a good gig, man. That's a good gig.
Right. See, you're torn.
That's a good gig. I think you got to become Pope. You got to become Pope.
Weather's probably better over there.
Weather's not important. You're the Pope.
New York.
You're the Pope. Weather's not important. You know how many do people you have as Pope?
I'm just thinking of you having
want
to
for nothing. You want for nothing.
Relocate. I'm just looking out for you.
The commissioner has to work. You have to do work. The Pope, man.
Do me one favor.
Does a couple
just make me one promise in front of everyone, okay? If you become NFL commissioner, you will put me in charge of scheduling every year. That is my dream geek job. I've wanted to do since I was a kid, man. I heard a guy do an interview once about that.
I'm happy to check your application.
Wait, no. I want you to promise me that I will be put in charge.
I promise you that your application will be accepted.
All right.
At the front office.
Oh, the screen there is doing weird things. There we go. Hi.
So what is happening with Jay Leno? What is going on?
Somebody's out for him. I don't like this.
Is the wife trying to kill him?
Something
happening because he just got burned not long ago, right? Burned the side of his face, burned some of his hand, working on one of his steam engines. His car steam engines that he had going on.
Yeah.
And now we find out that he broke several bones in a motorcycle crash.
Did you see the details on this thing? Stupid.
Well, he's riding his 1940 Indian motorcycle.
Yeah, I hope it's okay, by the way.
Which he said there was a wire across the parking lot.
Right. Somebody
clotheslined him.
Yeah.
So that knocked him off the bike. And then he had, broken ribs, broken kneecaps, cracked kneecaps. Does it say in this what all the injuries he had? I just remember reading the story originally. And he said that he didn't want to talk about it much because he's had a little string of bad luck. And with the press that he got from the fire, he thought he'd take a little break and then let people know about the motorcycle crash.
This guy's more accident prone than me.
I mean, he certainly is getting there.
I don't like
There's
this.
no doubt about that. You can see him talk about it. Now, this doesn't say give all his injuries.
I don't understand the wire across the parking lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Some guy had strung a wire across the parking lot with no flag hanging from it. That's what Leno told the Review Journal. So, I didn't see it until it was too late. It just clotheslined me.
Ugh.
Okay,
and I'm serious. What's the motorcycle looking like these days now? I wonder. After
probably got a few scrapes. I got better off than him. I mean, he had ribs, and I wish this doesn't have all his injuries. I mean, he was injured pretty bad. Yeah, he claims that he's still going to do his Vegas.
When's that start?
His Vegas show in March, I think.
Oh wow!
So he's still got a little time to rehab.
Hey, I hate to switch gears here, but I just saw this tweet come up here from Joe Biden. You want to hear it?
I would love to see the tweet from Joe Biden or hear it from you.
My word is a Biden.
Scott.
I've never been more optimistic about America's future than I am today. I just saw something that said 72% of Americans say we're on the wrong track. I agree with those 72% of Americans. But literally, that's what you type in the tweet. My word is a Biden. Oh, that's got some staying power. My
I'm surprised he didn't end that with no joke.
Yeah.
My word is a Biden.
Not a joke.
My word is a Biden.
So he's optimistic.
I've never been more optimistic in the future of America.
He must
no joke.
know something that we don't know. Is he on his way out the door? Oh no! What have I done?
So he's more than 2 years, right? We're on the downside of the presidency.
Yeah.
Biden,
well,
right?
okay, yeah, but you never know. Like Obama, you thought you were on the downside, but then you realize, oh my gosh, after his second election, we're not even halfway up the mountain.
They're not going to allow him to run again. I mean, I thought, although they tried to get him out with the classified documents, and now they're making it seem like we're just overwhelming everyone with classified documents, so it's okay. Right? It was okay. It doesn't matter. Everybody's got classified documents. Bill's got some.
Oh my gosh!
Fred's
the New York
got
Times.
some, Joe's got some.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Did you see the New York Times said? Here's the problem.
It's silly.
We classify too many things as top secret, and we classify too many documents. So we need to not do that so much, and then maybe there won't be so many floating around.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
That's where we're at. Just to water it down. It's amazing. So it's not gonna it won't bother Joe at all. So I mean they're gonna have to do more than that to bang him, right? To get him out. Incredible. So a new poll measured how many millennials are getting their bills paid by their parents and found that nearly 1/4 got help with paying the rent.
I don't doubt it. I
give you my word as a Biden.
Things have never been better.
Things have never been better.
Oh my
The one
goodness.
poll survey conducted on behalf of a Chartway Credit Union. Who doesn't love Chartway Credit Union? 24% of millennials said their parents pay their rent.
God.
Slightly higher than the 19% of all adults who said their parents pay their rent. 19% of all adults said their parents pay for their groceries. 16% said their parents pay for their utilities. 39% of millennials said they struggled to find information and other resources to help with their finances, while only 11% of baby boomers said the same. Wow.
Yeah, and then Americans are falling behind on car payments at a higher rate than they were in 2009, which was the last time we had, such a dive in the economy. I think credit card debt or credit card payments. What was it that I saw? I forget the number, but they're behind more than I can't remember when the last time Americans were this far behind on credit card payments.
Well, the Jeff Fisher chewing the fat economic indicator.
Oh, tell me.
And I believe that this is a clear way to tell if the economy is doing good or not. But I'll give you my word as a Biden. What was the quote? Things have never. The future's never been brighter.
He's never, quote, I've never been more optimistic about America's future than I am today.
Okay, thank you. Chewing the Fat is my show, which you should subscribe to. Pat, hopefully we'll be back sometime this morning as he had a quick doctor's appointment. You're listening to
it's already
Pat
past
Gray Unleashed.
7:15.
Yeah, well,
he said he'd be back by 7:15.
I know. I said 7:30.
And I said
I'm right. So
I'll be right.
I'm right. So I'm just telling you that my economic indicator, all right, when you drive along the highways, when you start seeing more cars broken down along the side of the road, that means that the economy is starting to not be good. You can quote me on that. It's starting to not be good.
Let me.
You can quote me.
Let me.
Because I know that our president, Joseph Robinette Biden, has said that I'm supposed to take him at his word. That that things have. He's never been more optimistic.
Check
about
this
America's future.
Yeah, a quarter of all taxes collected by the U.S. federal government, that just goes to pay the interest. A quarter of that goes to pay the interest on the debt. But I give you my word as a Biden that
what's debt?
Right, no kidding.
What's debt? We don't have debt.
Things
Machines are just printing money, baby.
I was told things have never been better.
Just print it up. Just keep it printing. Turn them on. Don't shut those things off.
Not a joke.
Don't shut them off. Okay? Don't shut them off. Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed. Jeff Fisher in for Pat. He's out gallivanting the countryside today, looking for some doctor that's going to help him out with his back or something. So, he'll be back sometime this morning. While he's gone, we can celebrate World Neglected Tropical Diseases Day.
Oh, that's today?
I guess so. So I'm looking at this headline. It says World Neglected Tropical Diseases Day 2023. So act now, act together, invest in neglected tropical diseases. So, okay.
Is there a neglected tropical disease that you're familiar with?
Public health officials say they have found 2 cases of gonorrhea that appear to have
go with something you know. Okay, got it.
Susceptibility to every kind of antibiotic available to treatment.
Oh, so there's new gonorrhea?
Hey, that's correct. But there's only 2 cases.
There's only 2.
No problem.
Okay.
So it's the first time the strains of gonorrhea this resistant to antibiotics have been identified in the United States. Yeah, so there's a couple of people here. So there's got to be some more around the world. Increased sexual activity during the pandemic, coupled with fewer people getting routine health screenings, supercharged the spread of sexually transmitted infections around the world. Those infections, including gonorrhea, are becoming increasingly resistant to antibiotics. The problem is becoming a dire threat to public health.
Oh, no.
But as I listened to our president, never been more optimistic about the future of America.
See, he must know something we don't know. Like he's leaving. That's all that can mean.
Apparently, we haven't had new antibiotics to treat gonorrhea for years, boy. That's a fact. After you use so much of it, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work afterwards?
It doesn't work. They say, well, that's all we have, Jeff. That's all we have. So we really need a different treatment strategy. That claims that's the CDC work group for gonorrhea treatment. Man, do I want to be a part of that work group? Huh? That's a fun work group to be a part of.
It could be a test subject.
The CDC work group for gonorrhea treatment. That's a good group. Yeah, and so I can't.
Can't what?
If they have new stuff, I'm willing to be a test subject for new stuff.
Oh, so you're saying it would be pointless to use the old stuff on you?
We already know it is. We already know it is. Because once you go through the entire...
Don't. We're good.
No?
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Just telling you it's not fun.
So it's a rough schedule.
It is a rough schedule.
Wow. Longer than a quick trip to the doctor and back.
All right, he'll be back. A couple minutes. He'll be back by 7:30. No problem. Piece of cake.
Okay.
Piece of cake. And it will take longer. Yeah. No doubt about that. Because you do now, when you have the flare-ups,
Okay.
it is not fun. It is. You can quote me on this.
Okay, so
flare-ups are not fun.
Flare-ups are not
Flare-ups
fun.
are not fun.
Let me write that down.
Pat Gray Unleashed, 888-900-3393. We've got to talk about Texas leading the nation in job growth, and we do have to get to the Tyre Nichols case. I've been avoiding the Tyre Nichols case because I don't necessarily want to talk about it, but it's something that we need to talk about. And police are racist. Okay? I don't care what color their skin are.
Really?
Police are racist. And I think that's where we're at
Interesting.
in America.
Okay.
So we're at. Get over it. They're racist. I don't know why you're looking at me
This
like
is Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right.
Well, kind of.
Prove it.
Well, kind of. He's in the building. So he'll be back. Don't worry about it. I said he was going to be back by 7:30. He was. I was correct.
That's right.
So it's all
That's
good.
right. That's right, Suzu. So what were you guys talking about?
In and out. Talking about you. We were done. We wrapped it up. I was going to head to.
Were you not monitoring us every second while you were gone?
Not every second.
Oh,
No.
shoot.
Not every second.
Well,
yeah.
we
dang
left Tyre Nichols for you. So congratulations.
Tyre. Oh, you did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, what a fun story that is.
I know. That's why.
Really awful. Just hideous. We've got horrific video that was released over the weekend. It's really tough to watch.
Sure is.
So what we have is audio from the officers' body cams, and then that was synced up with the video from a light pole camera that recorded the whole thing. Apparently, it's really difficult to tell what's going on with the body cam footage, right?
It's all so close up and stuff. And I, if you don't want to see abuse of power at its worst, and a young man literally beaten to death by police officers, you won't want to watch this. You'll turn the kids away. But I mean, go ahead and roll that, I guess, if you want to see some of this, Kayla. This is it's really horrific, and it's just. I mean, this is abuse of power. This is what gives police officers a bad name.
Sure is.
And this goes on for several minutes. I don't know how much of it we want to show here.
And how can they do this when they know the body cam footage is being recorded?
What would they be doing if there was no? Oh,
yeah,
gosh,
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, they believe they're impervious to it all.
I guess. And by the way,
gosh, just keeps kicking. Let's do the other one without audio, because this is. I mean, this doesn't have the audio. But look, they're just holding him. Wait, what was? Wait, hold on. What happened there? Okay, yeah. I mean, they're just holding him there. It's like a gang initiation or something, and they just take turns passing him around. It's so difficult to watch. And these are officers of the law. Will they give anyone a badge and a gun these days? I swear this is so
yes,
bad.
Absolutely.
And you're right.
They will. They've lowered the standards in Memphis. They lowered the standards because they couldn't find help. Now, I don't know exactly what the standards were for these five officers, but they have been removed from the department, and they're being charged, and then being charged with the crime. So other than hanging them from town square, I don't know what else.
Maybe it's time to do that. I don't know. I don't know how you stop this kind of thing because it's not a racial issue in this particular case.
Oh, CNN says it is.
Yeah, I know. Despite the fact that several of the cops were black, they're still trying to make race out of it.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Opinion. The police who killed Tyre Nichols were black, but they might still have been driven
all 5 of
by
them
racism.
were black.
Yes. All 5 were black.
All 5.
So the cops who killed Tyre
Holy
were
cow.
black. The Memphis police chief is black. Memphis is a majority black city, but
it's racist.
White supremacy is the issue, of course. I don't know how you would miss that.
The world just doesn't make sense anymore.
But you're
No, it
right,
doesn't.
Jeffy. I don't know. Do we know? Is it confirmed that these officers got in on the lower standards?
Yeah, I do not know that.
Okay, but yes, they lowered the standards recently, and yeah.
Gosh, that's hard. I don't think I can watch or listen to him
Yeah,
calling for his mom.
Yep.
That's just too much. Wow. I think we get the point.
And of course, Antifa was upset. I don't know if I sent the tweet in with this, but in Memphis, I guess some of the protesters they just decided, you know what, we're not going to destroy our city. We're going to honor the family's wishes. We're going to order pizza and hang out together. And then Antifa commented under like, "F this, you know." We're out of here. This is, lame. This is, they didn't get what they wanted. Mm-hmm. And so congratulations to Memphis for keeping your wits about you.
For not going crazy.
Yeah. Because they are truly doing everything that we can do.
Yeah. They're being held accountable. That's what you want. You want them held accountable.
And they were held accountable before
they were fired.
all of this was released.
Yeah.
Knowing that when the video was released, it was going to stir up some real issues.
Yes. Just awful. Really awful. And that all started because of reckless driving. Mm-hmm. It's not like he was a murderer. It's not like he, endangered babies. He was weaving in and out of traffic. And, you should be pulled over for that and given a ticket. Maybe you are arrested if you're drunk and you go to jail, but you don't get beaten to death.
Right.
Just really horrible. Really horrible.
And by all accounts, Tyre was, a good guy.
Yeah. Man. Also, Eric Swalwell claims the relationship with Fang Fang, did not compromise national security.
Oh, so okay then.
Yeah, so fine. Leave him alone.
Right.
Leave him alone. He said it. He said, I didn't tell her
good.
anything. All right. Yeah, you sleep with her for 2 years? Of course you didn't tell her anything. What's he going to say? Yeah, I told her a lot of stuff. We were in the throes of passion, and I told her everything I could possibly tell her.
Everything that was happening on the Intel Committee, I told her.
Yeah. Any information I got, I gave to her. So, yeah. Maybe you should throw me out of Congress. Of course, he's not going to say that. Absolutely not, he said, when he was asked by Dana Bash. And, at least they asked him.
Yeah, she had all 3 of those former freaks on there. I got, Elon Omar and Swalwell and Schiff were all sitting around.
Schiff, yeah.
And, so she asked some good questions. That was
good. I mean, CNN's trying. I think they're trying.
Once in a while.
Apparently not at their opinion page.
No, but, I mean, they do have a new guy. Chris Licht is seemingly trying to do something with that hideous, stupid-ass channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to. They've driven it down so much. It's going to take a long time.
Yeah,
it's going to take a long time to turn that ship around.
Because they took over where MSNBC left off and went much further.
Yeah.
I mean, MSNBC was despicable, and we don't even talk about them anymore because CNN's so bad.
Yeah. I mean, we have Morning Cup of douche.
Postum?
Yeah, Postum. That's right.
Wow.
Douche,
he doesn't drink douche.
Sorry. You don't
as
know
far as
that.
I know. I don't know that. You're right. I don't know that.
I mean, we play those 2 once in a while, and they're terrible.
Oh, they're so bad.
I did not see that sentence ending that way. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, it's they used to compete for the bottom, but it does sound like CNN is trying to at least pretend that they're in the middle again. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done there.
Yes.
But maybe they'll do it. Who knows? The other thing I wanted to talk about today is an article I came across, and I have been so frustrated with this. It's tipping being completely out of control now. Everywhere you go, everything you do, everybody you come in contact with in a service
Asking
industry,
to be tipped.
wants to be tipped, and it's all right on the digital
Yes.
scanner now. And it's like, okay, they're looking right at me. Am I supposed to say no tip when what I hate is when I just go to the counter and get something. Like over here at this donut place. They give you donuts, okay, and I take them home. They're not waiting on me. They're not serving me water, keeping my water glass full. They're not bringing me more donuts. They put donuts in a box and hand it to me.
That's their job,
I'm
by
going
the
to give
way.
you a tip for that? Yes, because you're looking right at me, and I feel guilty. I hate it!
Oh, no. No.
At the burger places where you just go up and get your burger, they don't bring it to you. You know, they call your name. Pat. Yeah, okay. And I go back up there and I grab my tray, which has my food on it. I go back to my table and sit down. I go up and fill my own drink. You know,
Right.
all of that stuff. And yet, every single time, tip, you want to do, and you don't even have the option of 10% anymore. It's like 20%, 25%, 30%, 50%. You want to give 100%? Do you want to give 200%?
Would you like to buy for the 3 cars behind you?
Would you
pay it forward?
Would you like to just donate 40 times the amount of your meal to the person who handed it to you? And they're not doing a blessed other thing for it.
I hate it. The drive-thrus.
The drive-thrus. Same
Drives
thing.
me insane.
I can't take it. Stop with this. Stop it.
I mean, I know, I get it. But
I don't get it.
Well,
I don't. If you're a restaurant owner, pay your employees. I don't have to. Pay your employees. If that means the food goes up 5%, pay them 5% more. Okay? And I'll pay 5%. But I'm not doing 30% to a person who just hands me my food. I'm not going to be guilted into it anymore. I'm going to take a stand right now.
You have the choice. You have the choice.
But then you wonder, okay, are they going to spit in my food? Are they going to...
They might be doing that anyway.
They might. I don't know.
Wait, no, hold on a second.
Pisses me off, though. I really hate it. I really hate it.
Was there a tip jar at the old doctor's office you just raced back from?
No, but there soon will be.
Oh, yeah.
There soon
right.
Is that the
will
last
be.
place? Is that honestly,
that might be the last place that they don't ask you for a tip.
Right.
Because it's doctors. It'd be hard to... Of course, that's the staff. They don't make what the doctors do.
Correct.
Okay? And so maybe legitimately I should be giving them a tip. I'm not going to.
Boy, there's not a front desk at a doctor's office that I would have ever wanted to give a tip to.
Oh, I like these guys.
If they were helpful to you,
yeah, I
take
like
care
these
of things,
guys.
yeah.
I like the guys at my pain center.
We talked about this. I need your doctors. Give me a list.
Yeah, all right. I'll do that. But I'm not going to do it on the air because I don't want that place being deluged. And,
Thank you.
And I won't get out of there in 15, 20 minutes
Right.
if I do. So, if doctors' offices start doing it, just pay your employees, will you please? That's not my responsibility. Is it? Now, I don't mind at the restaurant. I used to, but I've gotten over that. I don't mind at the restaurant where they serve you your meal, where they fill up your glass, where they come back and ask if everything's all right.
I mean, those people are making, what, $2 an hour?
Yeah,
$2 or
something
$3
like
an hour?
I, probably a
and then
little
plus
more
the
than
tips?
that, but yeah.
I don't think so. What did that
mostly
girl tell us
tips.
the other day, Keith?
What?
Our waitress, our server.
Oh, yeah.
She was only making like a couple bucks an hour.
Yeah.
Plus tips.
That's
And
what
then there was she went into a whole deal about an issue with tipping.
I suppose this was brought on by you saying something stupid. Am I right?
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible we had a conversation
Yeah,
about
I
that.
stopped listening. I felt like I was eavesdropping.
It's possible we had a conversation about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it
What a
was
surprise.
I don't think it was stupid at all.
Bet it was. Bet it was.
It was. You know what? Jeffy's the guy who makes
I do
small
remember
talk for
Stu
you.
saying, she doesn't know you, right?
How many times have I said that to you? You don't care. You don't care. They don't know you, Jeffy. They don't
care.
know if you're kidding. They don't
Good.
understand.
Good.
I know. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care.
Anyway,
Anyway.
she makes very little
an
money.
hour?
Yeah,
And then there was a
with tips.
computer issue.
Yeah,
that messed
there was a
her
whole tip
up and-
story behind that. But the point is that she's working for tips. I mean, that's how she's making her money.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you get around that in the service industry.
Well, in that case, and if they do a really good job, like we went to Babes last week with my kids and grandkids, and the guy was really good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
He was really good with the grandkids. He did some magic tricks with a comic book.
He was
they
working
have.
for that too.
He was really working for it. He was, and he got it.
There you go.
I gave him, I don't know, 35, 40% or something, because I mean it's just Babes. Not that it's just Babes, but it's not.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like a steak place, but yeah, when you do a really good job like that, I don't mind doing it. But when you're at the counter and you hand me a thing, I do.
You know who needs a tip? I think like producers for say morning radio shows. I should leave a here. Let me
a little tip jar.
Let me just.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Just there you go, right there. I'll just leave it right there.
You go ahead. You leave it right there.
Tips are accepted right there in the old tip jar.
That's good.
You wanna? You don't seem moved by that, Pat.
So we're gonna. No, I'm not. Not really.
What? You can leave 35, 40%.
I have
here.
a general idea of what your salary is, and I'm not gonna tip.
What if I entertain the grandkids later and bring you some fried chicken?
No.
Okay. No.
Still no.
No. That was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Now I just got a mess on my desk.
No, here you go. I got a paper clip that you can. Oh, I almost made it. I guess you don't get the paper clip tip.
Dang.
Very close though. Very close.
Okay.
But listen to this guy who is a barista at a Philadelphia cafe. He's 38 and he earns about $400 a month in tips, which provides a helpful supplement to his $15 an hour wage as the barista. Most of those tips come from consumers who order coffee or interact with the cafe for other things, such as carry-out orders. Okay, a carry-out order, you're going to give the guy, that's another thing. You go in to take out, and they just hand you a bag with food, and then they want a tip.
What they're doing, right. I mean, but where you're concerned about it, and this is what you were saying about whether they were going to spit in it or not, is if you're online ordering, right? I'm online ordering. I'm saying, hey, I want to pick up my 4 coffees and my 4 donuts or whatever, and you order it online, and then on the checkout, tip. So do you give the tip there or no tip?
Yeah, if it's the last thing you do, then they can't.
My coffee cold.
Then they can spit.
Right.
Yeah. But when you call in and order for food and you pay for it when you get there, it's already in the bag. You know they're going to spit in it. But it's just embarrassing not to, they're looking right at you. Are you going to give me a tip? I want a tip. Can I have a tip? Can I have 30%? Can I have 30%? No.
By the way, can I just say I can't watch an Eagles game now without having the voice of John Fetterman in my head. Oh,
the Eagles are so much better than the Eagles. No. Like, I don't know, something like this. Maybe.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
So bad.
No.
I mean, rehab was working.
Yeah.
It was coming back to him.
We've heard zero from him since he got in office.
I know.
Oh, he's changing the world. You kidding me?
Is he? Okay. Yeah, I bet he is. Jeez. So this guy who gets $400 a month in tips, makes $15 an hour, says it's hard to sympathize with consumers who are able to afford pricey coffee drinks, but complain about tipping.
Well, so he's making $15 an hour.
Yeah.
And he's making $400 in tips.
Right.
That doesn't seem too bad.
I know. Well, it pays his rent.
Do you hear that, IRS? I'm sure he's declaring all of that.
And he often feels demoralized when people don't leave behind anything extra.
Oh, do you?
Especially if they're regulars.
Do you?
Tough. Too bad.
You feel demoralized?
Man. Tipping is about making sure the people who are performing that service for you are getting paid what they're owed.
Owed?
No.
Whoa.
No,
that's not what tipping is.
That isn't what tipping is. You may think that's what tipping is. It isn't. Tipping is to ensure prompt service, right? Isn't that what it
or to
meant?
thank you for prompt service and for good service.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I mean, just yesterday I experienced this where I went up to a coffee shop and I ordered a little breakfast deal, and the grand total was $3.95.
Mm-hmm.
I gave the young lady $5. She gave me $1.05.
God, that happens to you all the time.
No, she gave me the right
Doesn't
amount.
it?
She gave me the right amount.
Okay,
$3.95, $1.05. And I had said,
But did you pay in cash?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just said, man, it's cold, blah, blah, blah. I'm underdressed, because I forgot to put a jacket. I'm dumbass. Anyway, and so I wasn't necessarily making small talk. I was just trying to just say, hey, good morning while she warmed up my Danish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the chick on Parks and Rec? What's the secretary's name for Ron Swanson? Right? He's just she just won't smile, won't do anything. She's like there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this chick was like.
Really?
So you know what? I had that $1.05, and I'm thinking,
Were you gonna
I
give
would
it to her?
totally gonna drop this in here if you could just say, "Wow, yes," or "Good morning," or even a freaking smile. If you're gonna act like that, you're in the wrong business, and no tip for you. I mean, don't give me this attitude stuff. I'm sorry that your life is so miserable that you are you don't want to be here. But just fake it for 3 seconds, and I will gladly give you all my change.
Well, and when people are bad...
Hi, Keith. How you doing? So good to see you.
Hang on, let me see.
I really appreciate it.
Let's see what I got.
And I'm glad you're here today.
There's nothing in here, though. I don't have anything to share.
And he brought no
with you.
cash.
So, shoot.
Yeah, he can only tip in cash.
Sucks. Have a good day.
She didn't even say that.
And I will say, when people are crappy, when they don't come back and find out if you need anything, they don't fill up your water, and which is very important to me because that's usually all I
you've
drink at the
mentioned that
table.
A couple times.
Yeah, fill up my water. I want it filled up, and I want a portion of ice in there too. And so
don't make me keep asking. Just do it.
I don't like it. Just make sure
do
it's filled. But if you don't do any of that and you're nasty, I'm not giving you a tip at all. You're not getting zero. You're getting 0%.
Yeah,
that's what you're getting, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, well, but he's got the common thought though, right? He's reversed the thinking on tips.
Yeah, he has. It's like it's our responsibility as a consumer to pay his salary when it's not.
No.
That's the restaurant's problem.
I think that speaks to this guy. When his default is, you owe me that, give me what I'm owed.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you what you earn. Stop.
Yes, I like that. By the way, the winter warning is already here. The winter weather has begun.
Oh, it has?
Yeah. It's drizzling.
Oh, boy.
And it's 27. And there's wrecks all over the Metroplex. That rhymed.
I got to be here all day today, too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
There's already wrecks out there?
Get out of here.
Many.
Are you serious?
Especially in the Fort Worth area.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Fort Worth is littered with wrecks. Already!
Now, the highways are kind of heated, so we should be okay on the interstate.
Yeah, they're heated.
I'm hoping because the bridges will start.
Bridges and overpasses
iffy.
going to be a little tricky.
Right. So we'll see.
The last time I had to go like 8,000 miles out of the way to get home.
Now, and people got pissed at us last time for not showing up for work because we didn't want to get killed on the way in.
The last time it stormed here really bad, and we were here.
Yeah.
And then got really bad.
We were
I
here.
mean, I seriously went like 8,000 miles out of the way to finally get home because all these bridges were closed because they were iced over.
Slept in my office.
Yeah.
On the little half sofa that I have in there. It's
I
about
bet
this
that was
big.
comfortable, right?
Oh, man.
Did wonders
You
for
can't
your back, too, right?
Oh, yeah, it did.
See, everything's in a cycle. You see how this all happens? So are you not so subtly preparing the audience mentally for tomorrow?
I am. We may or may not be here.
Okay.
But right now it looks kind of iffy. Really sketchy. Yeah, I don't like that.
So
I'd rather be here. I want to be here.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I already thanked you. What do you want?
You're welcome.
What do you
I
want?
want a bigger tip is what I want.
Hang on. Let me see what I got here.
Let's see what
What do you got over there?
Piece of tape.
I know there's
Here you go.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Oh.
Is that actually Scotch tape?
Yeah, it's actually Scotch tape.
I don't know.
It's yours.
I don't want it.
No,
How about a pack of
It's for you.
broken candy cigarettes?
Yeah, I'll take those.
You take those?
Broken candy cigarettes.
Boy, that'll hold you over.
Won't it, though? All right, so we barely scratched the surface on anything today, but there's a lot of stuff.
Sure is.
And we may have to wait until Thursday to get it.
Oh, no.
So you can subscribe to Blaze TV. We got overtime.
Oh, yeah, we do have overtime coming up.
How's
So.
that cigarette treating you over there? You're really...
It's good.
Really enjoying it.
Jeffrey's really...
It's not broken.
Remember when they used to have the little red thing
I
at
do.
the end
They
to
don't.
make it
I
look
know.
like it's burning? Now they
I
don't
know.
do that.
They can't
'Cause
do that. That's too much.
It's amazing. So stupid. All right. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, but it may be down the road a little ways. See you then.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.